Hello, welcome back to another Fuck You format deck profile. So, to remind you, Fuck You format is whatever the fuck deck you want to play, as long as the cards, with permissible exceptions, as long as everyone's cool with it. But it's any card that was played with that deck, anything. It's like any competitive list online, TCG player, anything like that that had that card from one time in that deck, you can play it. No ban list, no nothing, and every fucking deck has OP cards, so nothing is too insane, because not only is there no fucking ban list and everything's broken, but you have a side deck as well. So, and in honor of Black History Month in February, today's deck profile is going to be Blackwings. Okay, so deck profile, very nice, is all that guy does. He just quotes Borat. It's not a joke, man. But anyway, so first card, we're going to start at the top with the monsters, because if you don't know, which you should, Black Whirlwind goes from, high to low attack, so start high attack. Only one Sirocco, because you only need one. You can't search him, but who cares? You never really want him. But he's really good. So you just play one of him. And then Shura is obviously, the big beats. 2 Bora. 3 was actually really fun, because it turns out most people don't have beaters above 17. But that was obviously excessive. And I dropped him for this guy, who I thought would be bad in not a plant deck. But it turns out he's not that bad in this deck, and this isn't a plant deck. I think the nicest thing you could do with him is just, so he's an easy 7. He just makes, and he can make Emerald, which puts guys back in the deck, which is important. So we've got 3 Kalut, because, why not? He just slaps over everything. And again, no ban list, baby. 3 Gale, let's go. You know what? Come on. If we're no fucking ban list, you think I'm going to play no Gale? You think I'm going to play 1 Gale? Fuck that. I'm going to play 3 of these motherfuckers. This guy is so fucking OP. God, I love this card. And if you don't remember, let me go ahead and, if you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, you could special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can have the attack of 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. And again, that having attack is permanent, can stack multiple times, and can be used by multiple Gales on the board. Okay. So, we've got Blackwing Blizzard the Far North. I actually cut Vayu for this guy, Steam the Cloak, because you can special him from the grave, and he's a tuner, which lets you make some really fucking insane synchros. I didn't even look into some of these new synchros, but some of these new synchros are insane. And especially with 3 Gale, oh my god, this deck goes in. There's some pretty broken cards that I want to still fit in this deck that I'm not playing, which I could definitely just drop other stuff for, but right now I'm fucking loving playing the Synchro version. So, and the last monster, because you're doing so much grave manipulation and everything, Dark Arm Dragon's just too hilarious. Come on. When you look at your deck and you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, and your opponent's just fuck. Because, what else do you do? So, every deck gets really ridiculous in some aspects. This deck, the monsters, I guess the Gale is a little ridiculous, but I think what's really more ridiculous is the draw support, because the whole point is just to excel at being a control deck, So if we want to get you set up, we got to give you as many setup cards as possible. So the spells are just to fucking get you to where you got to go. So, that's why you're not playing more than 1 Sirocco, because hopefully you're going to draw into that piece of shit early. So, as the spells. So the traps are just really weird. because I don't play Warnings or Judgment, I probably am going to play them eventually. This is just more fun to play against, only because I know the other decks in the fuck you format, so it's kind of like tailored to fuck those decks. So, well, this is just kind of, I mean, like, this is just fun. This is just fun. Soul Train, again, like, I mean, I could play Warning and Judgment and stuff, but why not play this, which stops them forever? Starlight Road, because, I mean, I guess play one of them, I guess. Red Reboots, because this card is fucking hilarious. And I love the idea of people thinking, people bluffing the Kalut, basically. But instead of bluffing the Kalut, you can fuck a trap. And it's just kind of hilarious. Especially if you have, like, set Icarus attacks. Fucking hilarious. Speaking of Icarus attack, 2 of them, of course. So, there's a lot of spells in here, right, that seem weird. And they are weird. And what I try and do to balance it is I really like Phoenix Wing Windblast. So if you have dead cards, mainly spells in your hand, like let's say you draw into double duality, you can duality for like an Icarus, set this, and now that second duality, I mean, like, yeah, it's nice to use it next turn if you get it off, but if you need a card to ditch, it's like, okay, I wasn't going to use this turn anyway. 2 Royal Oppression, because why the fuck not? And then I like Compulse a lot, because between Compulse and Phoenix Wing Windblast, they're not just, they're outs. They're weird outs. So it's like people think that they got you by making some, insane synchro lock or some bullshit. And then you just go, like Compulse, womp womp. Or, fucking Windblast, womp womp. So that's it for those guys. I'm going to go really quick over these Synchro guys, because I just think they're kind of fucking hilarious. And all of their stuff requires you to have a Blackwing tuner, but when you're playing so many Gale, I mean, it just makes all this shit so much better. Like, this shit is like, I feel like the only reason it would be bad is because you need Blackwing tuners, and all the Blackwing tuners are shit, but when you have fucking all these Gales in your deck, it's ridiculous. So, this guy, he can basically become 6,000 beaters. That's all that matters on him. He's not as busted. This guy lets you normal summon again. He's not as busted, but he's still alright. This guy's an Icarus attack that you don't have to tribute monsters for, which is actually really kind of hilarious. So Armor Master and Full Armor Master, the same thing. Basically, they can't be destroyed by battle, and they take no battle damage, so you basically just attack into a guy, and then the next turn you could make his attack 0. And then beat over it next turn. They're not really that broken. This guy's got piercing. This guy can't die twice. But these guys, oh, well, Black Rose I don't need. Honestly, I should probably get some more of these guys, because these guys are kind of fucking hilarious. So, they're both Monster Reborns, first off. And then, this guy gets attack for every guy in your graveyard, and he's a Monster Reborn. And then this guy, so this guy can reborn when he's killed or when he's summoned, which is like just fucking hilarious to me. Like, it really is just kind of fucking hilarious to me. So that's what I like in this deck. It's really fun, and it's just so oppressive. Like, I mean, I know I'm not running Warnings and Judgment and stuff, and I'll definitely fit those in eventually. Honestly, like, I want to change this up a lot too, but I figured I wanted to show you guys one of the other decks, because I'm not even like, I'm like 100 plus miles away from locals, so that wasn't going to happen this week. So, but I still wanted to give you something, and I am going to try and do one Yu-Gi-Oh type video a week if can. I've got a deck coming in the mail, actually, and I think you guys will be really fucking hyped to see that deck. So, looking forward to that, and thanks for watching. Yeah! Take the pally, subscribe!